Uh, okay. So, today I'm here to speak about none other than COVID-19, also known as coronavirus!
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
Obviously, this video is going to be about coronavirus. It's all anyone's talking about. I'm trapped in my house. It's all I can really think about. So I thought I'd sit down and do a little summary vlog about my experience with corona so far and just take you guys through what I've been doing generally to keep myself sane whilst I'm in the house. So welcome to this video about coronavirus. So I've been working from home for about a week and a half. The company that I work for sent people home so we could work at home and stay safe and avoid coronavirus. I've been in this house space for about a week. And I actually don't mind working from home. I quite like it because I can kind of roll out of bed at 9 on the dot, open my laptop and then work in bed for about 2 hours. Then I kind of crawl out to my desk and like get breakfast and stuff. So for me it works. I'm someone who likes being in my bed, as all my friends and I'm sure my flatmates will tell you, that I spend a lot of time kind of in my room. I like to be lying down. So for me the working from home aspect isn't that bad. It is just weird not leaving the house once you're done working, or like not having a change of environment. So for me I'll kind of shut my laptop and then just go onto the television or like make some food and then get back in bed. But I don't really mind it. I do think that in about maybe 2-3 weeks I'm going to start climbing up the walls and going kind of crazy. I'm claustrophobic, Darren!
Listen,
they don't get it! I'm claustrophobic! When I started working from home I decided to go to get some food and stuff, and for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the stories of me detailing what happened. Basically, I went to Tesco's to try and get some food. Obviously, there was basically nothing there. So I ended up going 5 times, yes 5 separate times to Tesco to try and get food. Guys, so I'm back in Tesco's again. Just because I walked past I thought I'd see what it's like inside, but this is insanity. Everything is empty. People have lost it. The second time I managed to befriend one of the people that worked there, and she told me what time-ish the delivery was coming, so I came half an hour before and half an hour after. Luckily when I got there eventually the stuff had arrived. I actually just wanted to buy pasta because I eat a lot of pasta because it's easy to cook and I have it with chicken and whatever mince and pasta sauces and whatnot. But what actually blew my mind is the amount that people are buying. There was a guy trying to buy at least like 50 rolls of toilet paper, which you just don't need to buy. Like, they didn't say that shops are closing forever, or like the world's end, or there's going to be tsunami, it's going to wipe us all out. It's literally just that we're going into a gradual lockdown. And bearing in mind, at this point, we weren't even in a lockdown yet. So luckily the staff told them to go away. And that was when it kind of hit home for me that, okay, I wasn't taking it seriously. I think it's a bit stupid that people are panic buying and like overstressing and stuff, because it just isn't necessary to be that stupid. But some of you people out there are being kind of crazy, and a lot of people will be scared here. I don't really get why people feel like they need to run around and buy stuff stupidly, because it's just like, what are you doing? Like people are buying the stupidest things. Like, okay, so you bought 5 cartons of milk. Milk lasts for like a week at a time, so what are you gonna do with the rest of the milk? Just throw it down the bin? It's like, I just don't feel like people are thinking, like, use your brain, think a little bit. For me it's just like what are you guys trying to do by buying all this stuff? Like, if you have all this stuff in your house and you don't get through it, then you're just gonna have extra stuff. Like, it's also, where are people finding the money to buy like all this stuff? If I had to do like a 6-month shop and clear out a store, as people seem to be, the bulks I've seen people buying, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it. So I don't really get where people are getting the money from, but I don't know, whatever. Now, at this point in the video, I like to slow things down a little bit and take some time to remember one of my great loves who's fallen in this crisis. And this is hard for me to say, but McDonald's, I miss you already, and I will always miss you, and I can't wait for you to come back in full strength. Okay, basically, so McDonald's closed yesterday because of the whole COVID crisis, and obviously they don't want people out and about, socialising and mixing and spreading the disease, and obviously McDonald's is normally quite busy. So they've had to close, and they made the decision to stop having the stores open. They're not even doing delivery anymore. So a lot of people went out yesterday to have their final McDonald's meal. Of course, I did the same, because if you know me, you know I love McDonald's, and if you haven't seen the video on this channel already of me doing the 20 spicy chicken nugget challenge, you should have a watch. I'll put a link here or maybe a screen cap here. I'm not really too sure how to do that yet, but something will be there. So I went out and it was quite surreal being in the store actually. It did feel post-apocalyptic. They had taped squares onto the floor to have people to space out 2 meters away from each other, and the staff were wearing... Actually, the staff were not wearing gloves or masks. Now I know masks are supposed to be ineffective, but gloves maybe for handling... I don't know, it was weird that they were literally wearing their normal outfits and or uniforms without any form of protection. There was no anti-bac out either. Luckily I took my own with me. I ordered my final meal. I had a Big Mac with fries and a Fanta and an apple pie. I wanted a McFlurry, but the McFlurries of course were not working. So I had the final meal, came home, sat down on the floor, and I kind of just sat there and ate, sadly. I filmed a bit of myself eating the food so I could kind of share that final moment with you guys. I mean, I eat McDonald's like once or twice a week. Either when I'm like out after work for drinks, I'll have McDonald's on the way home, or just when I'm bored, I'll get a takeaway. So it's going to be weird not having McDonald's for an indefinite period of time. I'm not sure if it's going to be just for this initial lockdown of 15 or so days, or it's going to be till May, or it's going to be till summer next year. So McDonald's, I miss you, and I really can't wait to see you soon. I really can't. The only thing I find weird is that people are freaking out. Like the amount of people I've heard say that my mum's dad's uncle's brother's dog used to live in the same house as a rat that used to speak to a cat, whose mum's dad owned a house of someone that used to work in government, has told them that Prince Philip has died or from corona, or like there's going to be a lockdown, or actually they're flying the army in to arrest people. Like all these rumours just like are just crazy. Like people are just making up stuff that is like irrelevant and just obviously not real, and then saying stuff. I mean, obviously the lockdown happened, fair enough, I'll give that to you guys, but there are so many things going around, like putting onions in the corner of a room will help you not get corona. I don't even know where that comes from. So that's happened, and then there's just the weirdest stuff like coming out of people just being trapped and being crazy. Obviously it goes without saying it's terrible for anyone that's been affected by corona, whether contracting it, suffering from symptoms, or knowing someone that's been affected or passed away. It is actually way more common than people realise, and I'm sure by now everyone knows someone that's been affected. And obviously Italy and China, all those countries that have lost so many lives, it is terrible this is happening, and it is nice to see governments and communities coming together to help and give back and support people who are vulnerable, and schools and teaching kind of schemes that are going around to help children stay educated. And it is nice to see people come together. It is a shame that it had to take such a tragedy for this to happen, but it is nice to see that in a time like this where things are pretty dark, people are coming together. I'm going to try and make a few more videos throughout the week, because obviously I'm at home and I have not much else to do. So I'm going to try and keep you guys entertained whilst you're in isolation, and film funny videos and film interesting videos, and kind of just blog about how I'm finding being in isolation. And I will see you guys in those series of videos. And obviously stay safe, wash your hands when you go out, don't shake hands with people, do the elbow or the foot. Make sure you're buying anti-bac if you can get some, and stay sane, speak to your friends, isolate, don't go out. Like actually, like it's not a joke, like don't go out to go and meet your friends and all that kind of stuff. I know it seems funny and probably was fun a few days ago, but now that we're in actual lockdown, unless you need to leave to get essentials such as food or medication, don't leave and stay at home. I know it's weird, it's pretty crap, but in a few weeks it'll be better for us because we'll get out sooner, because it'll stop the spread. So just stay in, stay sane, and keep watching my videos. And I'll see you guys sometime this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye. Yeah.